Lloyd Vehicle Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available by clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below. Good morning. Today is the 30th of April and this is the Motorist at Sherburn and Elmet near Leeds in Yorkshire. This is part 2 of a Slightly Shambolic Shuffle around the gathering here, incorporating the Furiousdriving gathering, but increasingly the cars we're going to be seeing are probably not going to be specifically here for it. We've got a Land Rover up there looking a bit forlorn. Might go and rescue that at some point, but we'll continue down here for the time being. 2017 Vauxhall Astra K. I did a walk around on one of these years and years ago. I think it was in 2019. Mark 4 Golf, we can't discuss on this channel, viewers, because the Mayor of London and all his friends around the country say that we can't talk about diesels on this channel, and so we shall not. It's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. It's been that way since 2018 on this channel. Mark 7 Ford Fiesta ST. I was wondering when one of these was going to turn up, because they seem to be everywhere at all the sort of gatherings that you can imagine. They also did a 5-door, but this is a 3-door. That Mini we cannot discuss. Focus, I don't know. Yes, we have an awful lot to get through this, so we're going to have to speed up the pace a little bit, I think. Mark 8 Fiesta ST line. This Mercedes has probably not got the right engine, so we'll go straight on to this final generation Toyota Celica. Is this the T Sport version? Because those are stupidly fast, those. I don't know, it doesn't... Oh, it is a T Sport, excellent. Yeah, that Mercedes doesn't actually have a forbidden fuel engine. My gosh, it's got a petrol in it. Wow. Mark 3 Renault Megane Coupe. Is it the Renault Sport version? Oh, yes it is. That'll be quite fast. Mr. Parr from Mark on Motoring is around somewhere. Maybe he'll come and take a look at that later. It's more interest to him than to me, I think. NA Unos. That right height's raised or something. It looks like it's a little bit higher than standard for some reason. Oh, no, it's not a Unos. It is actually a UK market MX-5. I do apologise for this, but number plate aperture would have given that away. Quite a late NA MX-5. This is 97, 98 on an R. And here's an NB for comparison, 2000. There's quite a few MX-5s here today, but then you'd expect that, wouldn't you, at a gathering like this? And a modified front end. Another Wedgwood Blue Rover 75. Now this one looks like it's got the engine press plates on it. I really hope this is a nice V6 or something. We'll have to look at the rev counter, which will tell us, and unfortunately it is not. Once again, viewers, I have been duped. Why does this always happen to me? Right, ooh, a W123 Mercedes. That probably is here for viewers driving it, isn't it? Mr. Richardson at some point, of course, will actually get his one on the road. There is quite a lot to do. Oh my gosh, not again. Viewers, no, I found the forbidden fuel area. Help. Not good. Right, this is nice though. 2005 Vauxhall Monaro V8. And guess who drove this 2 days ago? Yes, viewers. Yes, it was very, very nice, viewers. So review coming up soon, and my clutch leg is still recovering from it. R53 Mini Cooper S, 2003 to 4. I just hope, viewers, I'm not going to get caught out again. This is not a good run for me. I don't know. I'm not going to say no. Can't talk about that one. Oh, this is the current generation Mini, the F56, I think. I drove over one of these, a Cooper, quite recently. This looks like it's a bit more sort of, I don't know, posh than the one I drove. It's got all kind of different things on it. And then BMW E36 Coupe, an incredibly late one. T-plate. This must be one of the very, very last ones. I didn't realise they made these as late as 1999, but clearly they did. And here is one. What engine is this? It's a 328i. Ooh, that's the most exciting one. Now, I thought this 2001 MGF might have a beige leather interior, but it does not. That's more kind of biscuit. It's not a complete beige interior anyway, so we'll have to not get too excited about that. Other excitement will come in other forms, no doubt. Ooh, it's a final generation Subaru STI. I think they just call it the STI by this stage. Be about 2018 or so. These are really valuable now, actually. Right, I'm a little bit sort of wary about these two here, given that I've been caught out so many times, which will not say anything until you've had a chance to check. I don't know. That one, I'm pretty sure that BMW will be. Renault Sport Clio Mark III. I've not seen one of these for a while. Did they call these for 182 or something? I forget. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these. I'm not sure, actually. Not sure at all. Right, let's be careful about this A3, viewers. We might get caught out again if I'm not careful. Can't see the rev counter. It's not looking promising, I'm afraid, viewers. No, I was right. Okay, right, let's get back into sort of better territory here. I saw this 45 coming in. This is one of the kind of slightly later ones. It's not a facelift, this one. It's one they changed over to the later dials, slightly later steering wheel, later gear lever, and the later Euro 4 compliant engines in 2003. I don't know what specification this is, I'm afraid I don't know, but it's rather nice, isn't it, viewers? Right, let's be very careful about this 75. Ooh, excellent. That's got a petrol engine in it. So yes, it's a 2004, it's a facelifted 75. 2003 to 4 MG ZT 190. Memories of Pride Longbridge here when we indulged in some dodging of the cars that we can't discuss, which I'm having to do today as well. Vectra C 2006 to 7, so quite a late one for these. Oh, yeah, it's a petrol one. Yes, I drove one of these on the channel in 2020 because I'd sourced it actually the year before. I think the owner still got it. I have driven one of it. They're very, very high quality feeling cars for the money. Still no budget reviews territory, of course, at the moment. Mercedes C43 AMG bi-turbo. Now, of course, my mother has one of these, but it's the S205 estate with the 2-litre engine. That is not at all. Right, let's just watch this incredibly muddy bit. Mark III Focus. I hope this is something we can discuss. Yes, it is an ST, so we can. Maybe the second one I've seen it. I thought there'd be more of them. Mark I Seat Leon Cupra R. I have driven one of these. I drove it actually last year at the Millbrook Proving Ground, and it was not as much of a difficult car to drive as I thought it would be. It was pretty easy actually. It was they're not bad in terms of being user friendly at all. Right, just pause here a second. Right, Lexus GS 2007. Oh, a nice sort of cream interior in it. It's not got a beige one. It's not far off. That is that's nice, viewers. Yes. I've only driven the previous generation GS 300, but that was pretty good. 2015 Audi S3. First generation Yaris. Pretty quite a basic one, I imagine. You can tell the more basic ones actually by the fact they've got the central instrument binnacle, and it sort of disappears into like a tunnel if you look down them. The T-Sports have more conventional instruments in them. Ooh, here we go. Project Carla from G Rover Group. Someone's clearly an enthusiast. A very late pre-facelift 75. Let's not get caught out here, viewers. Oh no, not again. Right, off we go. Past again. Mark 8 Golf. Mark 8 Golf R. It looks very plain considering that's a Golf R. Goodness me, it looks like all the other ones. And here's a T-Roc R. I mean, that looks a lot more sort of extrovert, I'd say, than the Golf R. They're based on the same platform, of course, a very similar platform. Oh, very early Corsa B. Kind of a sort of look that a lot of these would have had in the mid-2000s with the sort of different coloured doors and things like that. So those doors were off a different car, so I don't think that is actually the trim level. It's a figure 1.4 auto. The doors are off a Breeze. This one, I don't know. It probably is an LS or something like that. Maybe could be even lower than that. Ooh, Mark 1 Fiat Punto Cabrio. Wow. Now these are rare. The most famous media appearance of this was in the first episode of, first series of Bugs. It was driven by Jay Griffiths. Bugs is something that, well, we don't discuss very much because it's not perhaps the highest quality television series. BMW M240i. We'll probably see more of these at the BMW section of this event because there is a whole BMW section we haven't seen so far. Skip the Fabia because that's not got an engine we can discuss. Austin 7 Ruby. That's very interesting, viewers. That's very interesting indeed. It's all sorts of sort of variety. Part next to a Citroen C6, but I don't think we can discuss these because they never imported these out of this country with a V6 petrol, which is a bit of a shame, so we'll have to skip it. Those of you who are fans of Up and Down can go and watch videos on there, but we shall continue because we have principles to uphold. Thanks to the Mayor of London and all his friends around the country, and the way that they forbid things. Citroen C1, very late one. I think that's actually the original interior for these. It'd be quite a high spec one because it's actually got a rev counter in it. 2013, so quite a late one. Gosh, that's a good Laguna Monaco. Viewers, just about caught that. Very late one, a 2000 Mark 1. And then 1989 to 1990 pre-facelift Peugeot 405 GL. Now, viewers, we would like to have a go in one of those, very, very much. And at some point we should have a go in a 405, maybe two 405s. But not at the moment. Current generation Mustang with 5-litre V8. Citroen AX. It's quite a late one. Yeah, it was very, very late one. They finished in 97, I think, for our market, and this is a 97. I wonder what specification this is. Oh, it's a dimension. You still just get a clock. No rev counter, just a clock. Someone's obviously a fan of Ian Seabrook's channel. This BMW, I'm getting a little bit too sort of close for comfort with these, so I'm going to just not talk about that. This Honda CR-V looks like it might have the wrong engine as well, unfortunately. What about this XC40? Do we have any luck with this? No. Oh, much more luck with this, viewers. Here we go. 1996 Volvo 440 1.6 SE. You saw it at Festival of the Unexceptional, and now I get to drive it today, and I'm looking forward to it tremendously. This should actually drive an awful lot better than my 460, but it's all up together. The facelifted cars genuinely are much better quality than the older ones. They've got a much more solid dash in them, for example, and this one's a manual. So we shall look forward to that excitement a little bit later, but we shall continue and come back and do some no budget reviews on it. BMW X4. I don't know much about these. I don't have a look at that really. This one, another 75. You know, we've got some nice things here. We've got beige leather interior in dark green, and we've got piping and wood and all sorts of things, but we'll have to keep going, viewers, I'm afraid, because I've noticed what engines in there. R50 Mini Cooper, quite a late one actually, on a 2006 plate. This will be the very last year they made them, because they actually started production of the R56 generation of these that same year on a 56 plate. Wow, we've got a Mini here without a grille. 8687. I don't know what this used to be. It's all hand painted and everything. It's the way that it is. Right, ZT, check the rev counter, same old drill. No disappointment this time, excellent, it's a petrol one. Probably maybe 120, I don't know. Could even be like a 160 this, I don't know. Who knows, I'm not really sure. Generally the 190s say 190 on the back. Vauxhall Combo, that's probably not got a petrol engine, is that, viewers? Right, so we shall continue, and yeah, that bog's coming up in a second. We shall avoid the bog. Obviously a lot better if you do. Avoid that one, and that one. Although it's Defender. Oh, it's a P400. I think that means you've got a petrol engine, or it's a hybrid or something. I don't know really if I like it. I saw this at the launch event. It was at Goodwood Revival back in 2019. I still don't know if I like them. After all this time, I still don't know if I like them. 2022 to 23. Audi A3 40T FSIE. Does that mean it's a plug-in hybrid, viewers? Quite possibly. Right, again, no. T60, no. Golf, no. Ooh, a Splitty. I think they just did petrols with the Splitties as far as I know, so we're pretty safe. It's 1966, imported. I think they call this the microbus actually, or the Samba. Worth a lot of money now. BMW 92, I think. I don't think that's an M3, I think that's a lesser one. I think the M3s were auto only, but I can't remember now. Honda Civic, previous generation. I would prefer this to be a saloon view, as the Civic Saloon was very rare, but it's not. So 2021, I'm not sure what engine's in that. Be careful. I think I know what engine is in this though. We have a 602cc flat twin that powers Ian Seabrook's one of these, although his is not to the same specification. This one's called Raymond. Hello, Raymond. Another Nissan Elgrand, 2005. I think I see two Nissan Elgrands in a day, viewers. Toyota Auris Sports Tourer. I've driven one of these. Not this petrol only version. I drove the hybrid version. They're actually very much in demand in London for sort of Uber things and other stuff like that. 2021 Hyundai Kona Electric. See them everywhere, don't you? What's interesting, previous generation Polo GTI. You don't see too many of these. The current generation GTI is far more common than previous generation one. I don't really know why. I forget what engine was actually in these now, but it's nice and fast. I think you could get a manual and an auto, but I forget about this sort of thing now. It's been a while. What is it from Nissan Elgrand today? There's another one here. It's the next generation on. If that's the year it was imported, then it'll be about 2010, 2011. A final generation Starlet. This one looks remarkably rust-free. It's been modified a little bit. Those are not standard, those wheels, of course. And that was that plate. 98, it's about the last time they made them. I think the last year was 99. Another C205 for your C63 or something, won't it? Something like that. No, C43. If they did made both the C43 and the C63. Ooh, an S123 Mercedes-Benz 280 TE. This will be about 1985. Ooh, and it's got a beige leather interior and wood. It's an auto. Ooh, these things are making me feel happy, viewers. I do like a nice beige leather interior. Is this an M240i by any chance, viewers? Is that what it is? No, it's M2 competition. It's even further above that than I thought. NCMX5 with crazy rear wing on it. Hello to Camo MX5 or Camo MX5. I don't know, that's what it's called that, because we have some camo bits on there. Carbon fibre boot lid. 2016 Mini Cooper S. Another C-Class. That Mark 5 Golf. Hoping it's a petrol one. No, it isn't. Of course, it's not. Why did I? I'm not surprised. That Mercedes, I'm not sure. I'm not going to risk it. Very shiny. 2021 current shape Ibiza here, the FR type. I don't think there is like a really sporty Ibiza. I don't think there is one. I think the FR with 1.5 is about as good as it gets. 2016 Mazda 3. These are actually really good cars. I hope this is a petrol. Yes, it's a Sky Active. They're actually really good. They are utterly fantastic cars. They're one of the best type that you can buy. I drove one of these on the channel back in was it like January or something? I drove that a long time ago now. But we can't discuss this one, viewers. Can we have a look at the next one? This one though is a petrol, and probably like a ZTT 190. That does look rather nice, doesn't it? BMW Z4. I don't know what year that is. Right, let's check the rev counter like we always do, and I'm glad I did. Ooh, a 25 3-door this one. That's a forbidden fuel one as well. My gosh, there's not many forbidden fuel ones, but that is one. Ooh, 2014 to 15 Kia Proceed GT. I think that's got the 200 horsepower engine in it. That'd be quite fast. Rather like this Mustang. That'd be fast as well. The Coyote V8. Right, I think we'll just take a pause here. I'll come back in a moment. So we've just nipped inside for a bit, and I've come outside, and here we are. Some very tasty treats here. 1990-1991 Ford Fiesta Mark III. I believe this is an XR2i. Yes, it is. Hello to XR2i guy on Instagram. Brilliant. This one's absolutely immaculate. That's a bit worth a fair bit of money, won't it? And another very popular car from the time, 1989 to 90 Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III SRI. I suspect many of you will get rather excited at the prospect of something like this, particularly one in this sort of condition. That is absolutely amazing. R53 Mini Cooper S with huge sunroof. These are very fun to drive, viewers, but the maintenance on them is a bit difficult because of the very tight engine bay. E46 convertible here, yes, E46 M3. Lots and lots of people revving cars in the background. Oh, and a BMW i8 2018 to 19. 2019 I think was the very last year for these. They only made them for about, I think, 2014, 2019. They cost BMW an awful lot to make. They're very fast and everything, and they are technically very interesting cars, but they were a tad on the expensive to make. So yeah, we'll just we can probably close the bonnet, and we will close the roof, and we will lock up and then continue. 1999 BMW Z3. I've driven one of these on the channel videos. It was a 3 litre. You can actually pick these up, particularly 4-cylinder ones, for quite reasonable money still. They do drive very nicely. Let's continue in this direction. C-Class W202. Hoping this has got an engine that we can talk about. It's the estate version. I have driven a couple of these. One of them was very popular on my channel, which was a very late one, a 2000 Classic Selection, owned by Amber from Driven 24/7. This one, oh dear, I think we've been caught out again, viewers. I'm not going to film that either, because that's also catching us out. How about I put nice Porsche 944 instead? That will make it better, won't it? 1988 to 89 Porsche 944, which I should actually have a go in at some point, because I've driven a 924. That looks very nice. I'll skip this Peugeot because we might have an engine that we can't discuss. 1997 to 1998 Mini Cooper. Ooh, very nice. A final generation Saab 900, one based on the Vauxhall Cavalier Mark III. This will have the Saab H engine in it. Quite an early one, 93-94. The first year for these was 1993. It's the 3-door model with headlamp wipers. I haven't driven this 900. I have driven the closely related first generation 9.3, but it was a facelifted final 900. But it's yeah, it was very nice. I look forward to at some point having a go in one of those, because it does look rather agreeable, viewers, I must admit. 1968 to 69 Triumph Herald 1360. Driven a 1360 convertible with a double 1.5 engine in it, but that'll be lively enough for a car like this. The main problem with these is they don't have a brake servo, and they don't have synchro mesh on first, so they can be a bit tricky to drive. 2005 MG-ZR, facelifted one. I think this would probably just be a 1.4, so it's a 105. Yeah, looks like a 105 to me. Could be wrong, might be a 120 or something. Mr. Harwood's around somewhere here with his 2001 Rover 25. I forget. Oh, sorry, it's an Advantage. That's what it is. It's a special edition. The Advantage has aircon, but it has windy windows, so it's not really my favourite personally. But there we go. Something that is very popular on my channel for whatever reason is the Mercedes-Benz W203 C-Class like this, but that one sounds like it's got an engine in it that we can't discuss, so we shall continue. 19... No, actually that's not a 1999 or anything, it's about 2000 or later. Porsche 996, 911, I think this is a turbo. Right, the alarm's actually coming from that Z4 there. I do apologise, viewers. We're just going to have to continue. Gosh, they've got electric charging points in here now. We've never had those before. Aha, a Nova. Now, this isn't any ordinary Nova. From that number plate, I would suggest that this Nova has a red top 2 litre in it, which never would have come as standard. The SR, I think, was a 1.4. I think it's a first facelift Nova, so it would be just after around 1986, I think, first facelift was. There were other facelifts too, of course. so much here for you. It's just tons and tons of things here. What about this Jaguar? Does this have an engine we can discuss? No, it does not, despite base leather interior. Never mind, viewers. 2013 Vauxhall Adam. It's a very early one now. 2018 to 19 Mazda MX-5 ND. And a very nice Aston Martin to finish off with, and another one there too. So that's it, viewers. Thank you so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and leave a comment below, and we'll just see you again soon for more diesel dodging. Ooh, Vantage and Vantage. So yeah, part 3 is coming up soon. Got a long way to go still.